People often have dreams and aspirations, but they often fall short of achieving them because they don't have the right mindset. Our thoughts are just as important as the effort we put in. If you expect to fail, chances are you will. Your mind is a powerful tool that can work for you or against you. To live your dream, you must expect success. When I have an idea and I'm planning a project, for example, I ask myself, what do I want? Then I ask myself, how can I make this happen? Often my next thought is, who do I know who can help me? Then I think about who I need to talk to, even if I don't know that person. The question I ask myself is, how do I reach that person? Subconsciously, I know there will be obstacles and challenges, but my focus is on accomplishing my goal. Many people may think or hear of an idea. The first thing they think about are the reasons why it will not work. Obstacles need to be addressed, but not as a reason to justify quitting. Many people may think or hear of an idea. The first thing they think of are the reasons why it will not work. Obstacles need to be addressed, but not as reasons to justify quitting. Many obstacles that stop people can be overcome with the right mindset. Genius lies in not making the list of reasons that something will not work. The genius lies in figuring out how to make your idea happen, despite the many obstacles and challenges that you face. South African leader Nelson Mandela once said, quote, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Approach your obstacles and challenges like a puzzle. Begin by asking yourself, how do I make this thought a reality? We kill our own dreams with negative thoughts. If a basketball player thought, I'm gonna miss this shot, he or she probably will likely miss. On the other hand, if you see a commercial on television advertising a chocolate shake and you think, I sure would like to have that chocolate shake, most likely it would not be long before that shake is in your hand. Eliminate negative thoughts. Imagine what you want. Expect success. Thoughts such as, I may fail. What will people think? I don't have the money. These thoughts plant the seed of failure in your mind. It's not just about expecting success, you also must put in the effort to succeed. The two go hand in hand. You can't expect to achieve goals without putting in the work. Success doesn't come easy, and it requires discipline, commitment, and hard work. When you expect to achieve something and you put in consistent effort, you'll start seeing progress. Progress raises momentum, and momentum leads to success. So start by setting specific goals. Break them down to smaller, manageable tasks that you can work on each day. Set deadlines. Hold yourself accountable. Focus on your immediate goals and your priority tasks for today and this week. Don't focus on why your dream will not work. Problems have a way of working themselves out when faced with a determined opponent. And be sure to celebrate your successes along the way. Recognize and acknowledge your progress, no matter how small. This will keep you motivated and stay on track towards your dream. An example of how I successfully use this expect success mentality was when a friend whose husband was very famous and conservative called me and told me that she was in Los Angeles on a short distance. And the then First Lady of the United States, Hillary Clinton, was also visiting LA. My friend asked me if I can arrange for her to meet Mrs. Clinton. She also asked that I not reveal her identity in arranging the meeting. I did not know President Bill Clinton or his wife Hillary Clinton, but I heard myself agree to work on my friend's request. I told her I would call her back in 2 hours. I never thought about how outrageous this request was and all the potential problems we could face. I probably could have listed 100 reasons why arranging a meeting with the First Lady of the United States in one afternoon was not possible. Instead, I focused on why the idea was possible. I rushed home. My mind was racing to figure out how could I make this happen. I decided that my first step was to call the White House to see if I get information on Mrs. Clinton's visit to Los Angeles. Right there, many people would stop by the thought, I can't call White House. I never thought about why something would not work. I focused on figuring out how could I make this happen? And who do I know who can help me? And who do I need to talk to? Even if I don't know it. Before the internet, when you wanted a phone number, you called 411 to get a phone number. I called, requested the number for the White House. I focused on the goal of arranging a meeting for my friend with Mrs. Clinton, not the unlikelihood that I could pull this off. As crazy as this was, in my mind, I was expecting to be successful. I asked the White House operator for Mrs. Clinton's office. I got it A. I told her that I was trying to arrange a meeting between a VIP and Mrs. Clinton, while Mrs. Clinton was visiting LA, and I could not tell her the identity of the VIP. That A transferred me to another A, then to another A. Finally, I got someone who would talk to me, and I stayed focused on the goal. This A was less accommodating. She nearly yelled in disbelief. You want to arrange a meeting with the First Lady of the United States with a VIP, and you cannot even tell me who the VIP is? I replied without hesitation. Yes, I was expecting success. The aide said, I have to call you back on this one. The White House called me back 30 minutes later to discuss my proposal. During our conversation, the aide mistakenly revealed the hotel where Mrs. Clinton was staying. And by coincidence, a month previously, I had organized a visit to Los Angeles by the President of Ghana, and we had a banquet at that hotel. As a visiting head of state, U.S. Secret Service provided security, and during our many planning meetings, I got to know the hotel staff and the Secret Service agents who provided protection for the Ghanaian president. Once I knew the hotel where Mrs. Clinton was staying, I arranged to meet my friend at the hotel. When I arrived at the hotel, I remained focused on my goal and not the potential obstacles in getting to Mrs. Clinton. When I arrived at the hotel, I wanted to see the person who managed the hotel banquets, with whom I worked with previously for the banquet to President Ghana. She told me, I can get you Mrs. Clinton, follow me. The hotel representative took me and my friend right past the Secret Service agents into the room where Mrs. Clinton was. 7 hours after my friend's phone call, she was shaking the First Lady's hand. This meeting happened because of a find a way mentality and some good luck. Focus on your goals and your immediate tasks, not the problems and obstacles. Expect success. Be bold and watch the magic happen. Going after your dream is a journey. To stay on the journey to your dream, subscribe, follow my channel and page so you can see the next video in my Find Your Tree Dream Academy series.